Welcome to the global journey where history comes alive. Dive into the fascinating stories of the world's most iconic nations. Join us on a journey through time. Today, we will talk about the history of France, from the past to the present. France is a country that has always been at the center of world events. From ancient civilizations to revolutionary movements, from monarchies to republics, the history of France is as diverse as it is influential. In this video, we'll take you through France's fascinating history and see how this great nation evolved into the powerhouse it is today. Let's start our journey from the ancient times. Ancient France, Gaul, and the Roman influence. In the earliest days, the land we know as France was inhabited by the Celts. These people, known as the Gauls, lived across Western Europe. Around 121 BCE, the Romans, led by Julius Caesar, conquered Gaul. This invasion brought the region into the Roman Empire, and Gaul became one of the most important provinces of Rome. Under Roman rule, the Gauls adopted many Roman customs, including Roman law, architecture, and engineering. You can still see the evidence of Roman influence today, in the form of amphitheaters, aqueducts, and roads scattered throughout the country. The most famous of these is the Arena of Nimes, which stands as a testament to Roman engineering. However, as the Roman Empire began to decline, so did its control over Gaul. By the 5th century, the Romans had lost control, and the region entered a new phase of its history. The rise of the Franks, birth of France. After the fall of Rome, the region was divided among several Germanic tribes. One of the most significant tribes to settle in Gaul were the Franks. In 481 AD, Clovis I became the first king of the Franks. His reign marked the beginning of the Kingdom of the Franks, which laid the foundation for modern France. Clovis's conversion to Christianity was crucial. Not only did it bring him closer to the Catholic Church, but it also united his people under a single faith. This union between the monarchy and the Church would play a crucial role in shaping France's political and social structures for centuries to come. By the 9th century, the Carolingian dynasty, led by Charlemagne, expanded the Frankish Empire to cover much of Western Europe. Charlemagne's reign is often seen as the beginning of the Holy Roman Empire, a legacy that shaped European politics for centuries. The Middle Ages, kings, castles, and battles. Moving into the Middle Ages, France became a kingdom of immense power and influence. However, this period was also marked by constant conflict and warfare. The medieval period in France was a time of feudalism, where powerful noble families controlled vast lands and castles, and the monarchy struggled to assert its authority. One of the most famous events in French medieval history was the 100 Years' War, a series of conflicts between England and France that lasted from 1337 to 1453. This war saw the rise of national heroes, most notably Joan of Arc. She led French forces to key victories against the English, and her bravery remains a symbol of France's resilience and courage. The end of the 100 Years' War marked the beginning of a new era for France, with a more centralized monarchy and the establishment of powerful royal institutions. The French Revolution, overthrowing the monarchy. Fast forward to the late 18th century, and France was in crisis. The monarchy, led by King Louis XVI, was deeply unpopular, and the country was in the midst of severe economic hardship. The French people were fed up with the lavish lifestyles of the royal family, while they themselves suffered from poverty and high taxes. In 1789, the French Revolution erupted. the people stormed the Bastille, a symbol of royal oppression, and soon after, the monarchy was overthrown. The National Assembly declared France a republic, and Louis XVI was executed by guillotine, marking the end of more than 1,000 years of French monarchy. The Revolution brought about radical changes. The principles of liberty, equality, and fraternity became the guiding ideals of the new republic. The Revolution also inspired revolutions across Europe, spreading the ideas of democracy and freedom. However, the Revolution wasn't without its chaos. The Reign of Terror, led by figures like Maximilien Robespierre, saw thousands of people executed in the name of preserving the revolution. This period of violence and instability eventually gave way to the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte, the rise of the empire. Napoleon Bonaparte, a brilliant military strategist, rose to power after the chaos of the Revolution. By 1804, he declared himself Emperor of France, solidifying his control over the country. Under his rule, France expanded its borders and became the dominant power in Europe. Napoleon introduced several legal reforms, including the famous Napoleonic Code, which influenced legal systems worldwide. His military campaigns, known as the Napoleonic Wars, reshaped Europe. Despite early victories, Napoleon's empire eventually began to crumble after his disastrous invasion of Russia in 1812. In 1815, after his defeat at the Battle of Waterloo, Napoleon was exiled, and the Bourbon monarchy was restored. Although his reign ended, Napoleon's legacy as a reformer and military leader still influences France and the world today. France in the 20th century. Wars, recovery, and modernization. The 20th century brought immense challenges for France. In World War I, France suffered devastating losses, with millions of soldiers and civilians killed. The war devastated much of the country, leaving a lasting impact on the nation's psyche. The Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, aimed to prevent future wars, but tensions continued to simmer across Europe. In World War II, France was invaded by Nazi Germany in 1940. The country fell quickly, and the Vichy regime, a puppet government under German control, took over much of France. However, the French resistance, a group of brave individuals fighting against the occupation, played a pivotal role in the eventual liberation of France in 1944. After the war, France underwent a period of reconstruction, rebuilding its cities and economy. It was also a founding member of the European Union and NATO, taking a central role in shaping post-war Europe. The 20th century saw France become a leading global power once more. Modern France, a nation of innovation and culture. Today, France is a modern, developed nation with a population of approximately 67 million people in 2024. It spans 643,801 square kilometers, making it one of the largest countries in Europe. Its capital, Paris, is a global hub of culture, fashion, and finance. France remains a powerhouse in world affairs. It is a leader in international diplomacy, science, and technology, and it is home to some of the world's most famous cultural landmarks, including the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre Museum, and the Palace of Versailles. Moreover, France is a key player in the European Union, contributing to the economic and political stability of the continent. The French way of life, with its rich history, cuisine, art, and language, continues to influence the world. Conclusion. France's legacy. From the ancient Gauls to the Republic of France in 2024, The history of France is a story of resilience, revolution, and reinvention. The country has faced immense challenges, but has always emerged stronger, leaving a lasting impact on the world. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more. Tell us your favorite historical moment in the comments. See you in the next video.